Hello guys, I'm FIFA and welcome to another episode of my squad building series, and today's episode is gonna be about the wonder kids of the world right now, guys, and there's tons of them, but I'm gonna pick my top 23, I do believe, 23 best wonder kids in the world right now who have a serious potential. And on this episode, guys, last episode was a very short, very long episode. Obviously, guys, of Saturday's video was a very long episode, and it was all about the best dual nationality players, and that was quite interesting. This one you'll find the best wonder kids. This one's a bit more obvious. You'll have the usual ones in there, and you'll have ones you haven't heard of, but apparently people have ranked them with serious potential. And we're starting off this squad builder with Aymeric Laporte. French Atletico Bilbao. Apparently he's young and he's been a first team starter for Atletico Bilbao, and he's been very good for them. One of their best defenders this year. And obviously, guys, I think he's 20 or 19 years of age, which is absolutely mind-boggling. But this guy apparently has apparently is a new Laurent Blanc, with what I've heard. In all fairness, guys. So the next guy is going to be sorry, Diabolo went up there by an accident there, guys, but the next guy is going to be Raphael Varane. Raphael Varane plays for Real Madrid. He's 6'3". Everyone knows this guy. It's an obvious one. Everyone knows Varane has a serious potential, guys. There's no doubt that he has a serious potential. It's a big one. He's set to move to Man U, which will be in the transfer roundup at the end of a week. This episode on Sundays, 2 episodes will be on confirmed transfers, and latest rumours will all be tomorrow. But anyway, Raphael Varane, a big name, guys. Does he have potential? It's very I don't know what to say about Varane, but there's no doubt that this man has potential, and he's one of the best centre backs in my opinion on FIFA, because he's so good, guys. That's why. And we move on to the next man, which is going to be Paul Pogba. Now, I already came about saying he's been in most of them already, guys. He's been in the free transfers, he's been in the dual nationalities, he's been in all of them I've done in the last. He's been in the last 2 ones double, and you can say he's been in the triple. You can say he fits all 3 categories of dual nationality, free transfers, and best young players in the world right now. And Pogba, guys, we all know he's the best one of the best wonder kids in the world right now. And this guy has the serious potential, guys. I think this guy has potential to be the next big thing in French football. I think he does have the ability to be that kind of player, guys. Be one of the best things to ever come out of French football right at this moment in time. And Pogba is a very good player, guys. You can see there, 90 physical on that inform card. Wow, that is really good there, guys. As we do go up here and we go to this man, Naby Fekir. One of the breakout stars in the French league this year. This guy has really impressed a lot of people this year. He's fast, he's strong, and he's creative, and as well as he's been confirmed. He's been definitely, a lot of people think that this guy is going to be worth it, because Premier League teams have been caught scouting it. I heard, don't get me wrong here, but I heard Liverpool and Chelsea are interested from the BPL, and Dortmund are interested in from the Bundesliga. But obviously I saw a little League One review this morning, and it said the League One chairman came on and said Fekir and Lacazette are not for sale this year. Obviously, Fekir is not for sale straight away to go to any other club, guys. As we move on to the next one, which is Timo Werner. Timo Werner plays for Stuttgart in Germany. He's incredibly young. He's 18 years of age, Timo Werner, and this guy has some serious potential. Yes, I'll say it now, Stuttgart haven't had the best of years this year. We can all agree that, guys. They came close to relegation, scraped off at the final day in the Bundesliga. He has potential. I've heard he can be the next. Apparently, this guy could be the next big striker for Germany, because they have got Mario Götze, they have got players like that, but apparently this guy can really replace a pure goal scorer. He's at left mid right now, but he plays striker. And with that 90 pace, guys, we don't really have fast strikers in the Bundesliga this year that are German. So I would very like to see this guy go up to a gold and have a striker card. I don't think he'll still be a silver next year, I do believe, guys. But again, we can keep on dreaming, as big clubs are also linking with Timo Werner to move him away from Germany, from Stuttgart, as well as Bayern Munich have been caught up trying to bring the man over to Munich and stuff like that, guys. Moving on to the next guy, which is Alexander Mitrovic. Yes, we always say I butcher names on this channel a lot, but he is Serbian. Serbia, he's already in the Serbian national team, guys. This guy has got some serious ass potential. 20 years of age. This guy is a classic number 9. He's a classic target man. This man, he's strong, got an absolute worldie of a shot, and has potential. And apparently apparently Serbia are getting stronger by the day, guys. If you look at their national team now, Matic, I forgot her name, just correct me. Ivanovic. You've got players like Matic, Ivanovic, Tozic. You get him someone like Mitrovic in there as well. You've got a sick-ass team that they've got now, Serbia. And again, I think they'll be they could be World Cup. They could be World Cup regulars in the next 10 years, guys. But next we move on to this man, Saul. Saul is a very, very good player, guys. Spanish. He had Rio Vallecano. He really impressed a lot of people there, guys. He's got pace. He hasn't got the pace, guys, but he's very, very creative in the midfield, I heard. And again, big clubs are also sorting and scouting after Saul and see if they can move him there, guys. But he is Spanish, and Diego Simeone rates him very highly, guys. So again, you know, another Spanish youngster coming out there who could have some serious kick-ass potential, as a lot of them seem to be with Atletico Madrid. And one of the honourable mentions, guys, goes to Oliver Torres from Porto. He has a sick-ass potential as well, but he's also on loan there. So again, Atletico Madrid have got some good Spanish youngsters right now, and they're bringing a lot of them through, guys. Moving on to the next guy is Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and I think I might get that right, guys, because I remember hearing him all the time on Crimble YouTube. Çalhanoğlu, got it now. Çalhanoğlu, 5'9". The thing you need to know about this guy is a dead ball specialist straight away. This guy has some of the world free kicks best in the country, one of the best free kicks in the country this man's got, and really he just impresses me a lot, guys, Çalhanoğlu. And again, a big money move for the BPL. This guy's proved twice now, Hamburg and Leverkusen, he's been fantastic for both of them. This man, BPL targets, get this man signed up. One club has got to pick this man up because he's fantastic. They've got to go in the playoff for Champions League, and if they don't bag Champions League, I think Çalhanoğlu should move on from Bayern Leverkusen, in my opinion, guys. Dead ball specialist, very creative, and he's your classic number 10. As we do, and obviously Turkey, guys, I've been there a couple of times, and they all regard him as they regard him to carry the team in the next couple of years. They do regard him to carry the team. As we move on to our next guy, which is Maximilian Meyer. You may know all about this guy, and I know this is one of the obvious ones of best young players in the world right now. This guy is, Schalke haven't had an impressive year this year, guys, but Meyer is definitely a guy that another German great youngster who could play behind Timo Werner in the next couple of years for Germany. This man is small, creative, and he thrives. His ball control is amazing, guys. This guy's got fantastic touch, and he always and his dribbling is fantastic. He takes on defenders, and really, guys, I heard he should have 4-star skills, because this guy can pull off a couple of skills in game, and he's a very, very, very good centre midfield, very, very good cam. In anyway, guys, if we do move on to the next one, which is the man everyone knows has some kick-ass potential. His name is Julian Draxler, an obvious one, guys. Schalke have got their man, an absolute worldie of a player, guys. Linked with Arsenal all the time. This really needs to move on, because Draxler hasn't had the best of years this year. You would say that, guys. He's got 78 3 times down the road there, with pace, shooting and passing, all 78. But again, you're thinking to yourself, Draxler, what's he going to be like? He's not going to grow if he stays at Schalke. Yes, he won't grow. Schalke have just managed to bag Europa League football, and that's it. That's all they've managed to bag this year. And again, you know, they obviously have been Scheiße in the last. They have been for the last couple of months in the Bundesliga. They've been Scheiße, and I think Draxler and Meyer, I think it's time for you guys to move on from Schalke and go on to bigger and better things. Because Bayern are linked, Dortmund are linked, Arsenal are linked with Draxler. Again, Draxler I think will go to Arsenal, but Maximilian Meyer I think will go to Bayern Munich or some kind of like team like that, where he can potentially be the next Mario Götze coming from that club, guys. But anyway, going to the next guy, which is Paco Alcacer. I'm not going to pronounce his first name. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But he is known as Paco Alcacer. This guy, what he lacks in height, what he likes in height and pace, he just feels that with the way he can just pick out a space. It's ridiculous. This guy can find, he's so nippy, he can find little spaces, and this man obviously is clinical. This man scored, he's been Valencia's best player this year apparently, and he's been fantastic for them. Another big guy that has high potential in Spain, another Spanish youngster who can get onto the big stage and do very, very, very well for the Spain national team. Could be an X in the next 5 years, could be Spain's number 9. Either guy's been compared to Fernando Torres at his good days at Liverpool. This guy has been compared to. Anyway, so let's move on to the next guy, which is Marquinhos. Everyone knows Marquinhos has some kick-ass potential. This guy's fast, he's good at defending. You would say this guy hasn't got the best of strength. I know he's got only 69, 65 strength, and he hasn't been the best for his team. And, well, you know, Marquinhos, he's playing one of the best defenders in the world. He's got his Brazilian mates there, Thiago Silva and David Luiz, who are very, I mean, I would say that he's got the Brazilian mates there at the back, and he's around some of the best players in the world right now, Marquinhos. And I think Marquinhos has some really good potential. He can grow at the club right now, and he'll do very, very well in later years. Anyway, let's move on to the next person, which is Joel Tielemans. Joel Tielemans has been compared to the new Xavi, and well, Joel Tielemans is a very, very good player, guys. He is compared to the next Xavi. He's Belgian. He has some young potential and can score goals and stuff like that. He's very, very creative. People say, I mean, this is what I love about people like him. You look at Pirlo and Xavi. They haven't got the power of the strength of Ibra. They haven't got the pace of Ronaldo, but they're good at what they do. Joel Tielemans is really good. This guy's got fantastic dribbling, got good passing, and definitely one of the stars for Belgium in future years. We move on to the next guy, which is Zinedine Zidane. Zidane is currently not German, guys. I think he is from America. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but it says he's from America. He decided he turned down the German national team and decided to play for the American national team, which is very good. Another dual nationality player, could play for 2 nations, guys, and currently is still deciding what nation he'll play for. But in all fairness, this guy, I think he has decided he'll play for America, which is very, very good for all you Americans out there, because this guy, I mean, he could, America have got a player that they can start building a squad around, and that is Alala. They need to try and build a squad around this man, because he has fantastic potential, as well as players like Julian Green, like Zinedine Zidane. These are players that America need to start building a squad around, and quickly, so they can prepare. Because in my opinion, American, you always take a joke saying they call it soccer and all that kind of stuff, but again, America have got a really good team, guys, and I think in World Cups, they've been very, very good, and their goalkeeper's really good, as well as I'm an Everton fan, so really let's move on to the next guy, which is Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves. This guy's been caught up with Liverpool, and I can totally see why. Compared to a Portuguese Yaya Toure, this guy has some insane potential, apparently. And Brendan Rodgers said he would pay over 10 million to bring Ruben Neves to Anfield, and I can see totally why. This guy is very, very good. He's very well rounded. He can do a lot, guys, and plus has very, very good physical nature as well. And as a presence, he's a general in that midfield. Xabi Alonso-esque player. He's a wee general in the midfield, and he orchestrates it all. And for a 17-year-old to do that, that's pretty impressive. So let's move on, and he's also been linked with other big clubs in England and all that kind of stuff. As we move on to our next guy, which is going to be Magna Odegaard. What is this guy? Oh, who's this guy? Oh, he's not young in potential. He's obviously doing and replacing the man himself, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard has at Real Madrid. I don't know what to say about Martin Odegaard. If he does do well in Real Madrid, I mean, is he in the B team? Is he in the first team? It's very unheard of. But again, Odegaard, everyone knows that he has some kick-ass potential. He has the skill. And again, like the same American situation, they need to start building. Norway need to build a squad around Odegaard, because he's going to be their next best player. In all fairness, guys, they need to start building a squad around him. And obviously, getting paid 60 grand a week. That's ridiculous. I mean, I've seen players. I mean, for instance, you get your normal household 16-year-old, and it's ridiculous, guys. But he's younger He's he's younger than some people that are in 4th year, 5th year high school. It's ridiculous how old guards that young. It's ridiculous. So again, you know, he's going to Real Madrid. He's got paid something like, I don't know how much. I was talking around about 60 to 80 grand a week, which is absolutely ridiculous, guys. We move on to our next player, which is Alen Hasanivlic. And it's the same situation. Croatia need to build a squad around this man. It's simple. We need to start building around this man. This guy's at Barcelona B. This guy's a very, very good young player. I heard he's very, very close to being called up for the actual Barcelona side, which will be just amazing to be called up for the Barcelona side. If he does do that, I think it'll be a very, very good signing. But I don't know, is he going to be the next Christian Tilo, who just gets loaned out to clubs? I'm not saying Tilo doesn't have potential left in him, but Tilo just spent time at Porto and never really, he spent time out on loan and never really developed and got a chance in the Barcelona first team. With Alen Hasanivlic, if he gets called up, I mean, you've got to give the man game time. You've got to see what he has to offer your team, Barcelona. Again, you don't want to do the same thing you did with Christian Tilo, a guy who had amazing potential, creativeness on the wing, and then just never really fulfilled it because he kept on getting put on loan, and you never gave him a chance in the first team. So I think you should do that with Alen Hasanivlic. Give the guy a lot of game time if he does get called up, so he does have potential and show himself to the El Catalan club. As we move on to our next guy, which is a bit biased, but it's Rossi Barkley. Now, Ross Barkley, not had the best of years this year, but this guy on his day, is ridiculous. This guy on his day is ridiculous. He's a star. Everton need, I think, in my opinion, guys, Everton need to build a squad around players like Ross Barkley, like John Stones, like Romelu Lukaku. They need to start building a squad around those guys and start doing that, guys. But that'll be in a future episode of my transfer summer signings for Everton and all kind of stuff, guys. But next, we move on to our next guy, which is Hurricane Harry. Hurricane Harry. What does Hurricane Harry have? He's 6'2", he's big, he's English, another player England need to start building a squad around. Very, very talented, very, very good, very, very strong, and all that kind of stuff, guys. And John Terry actually quoted saying he is the best defender, he's the best striker, sorry, to ever come up against, and that really says a lot, doesn't it? He's the worst striker he's came up against. All the players he's came up against, like players like Wayne Rooney, like Sergio Aguero, all that kind of players, but he says Harry Kane's the worst one to come up against. That tells you something, that this guy has insane potential, and again, England should really treat this man like a saviour for them, guys. We do move on to our next guy, which is the man that currently just moved to Manchester United. Also, one thing about Harry Kane, 50 million from Man U, is that going to happen? I don't know really, but again, that was what I've heard. But anyway, Memphis Depay is next, guys. He's young, he's fast. I mean, this guy has serious potential, one of the most serious potential players in the world. One of the most sought-after players that are young in the world right now, and I can see why. I've seen the clips in Eredivisie. He is freaking ridiculous. It's amazing how good Depay is. He's so good, guys. He's so good, and it makes me think, man, you've got yourselves a gem. But he also could just be, I know he's not a one-season wonder, but could he be one of these players that just was so good in Eredivisie, but is not going to succeed in the BPL? We've seen it for Jose Altidore. We've seen it before. Could this be another Jose Altidore? I'm probably going to say no, but there's an all-in chance that Depay could be a next Jose Altidore. Anyway, guys, move on to the next guy, which is Raheem Sterling. Out of contract war with Liverpool right now, and guys, my opinion on this guy, he's a greedy wee shit. That's my opinion on him, in more fairness, because this guy, he thinks he's too good. Liverpool, I'm an Everton fan. Liverpool have got history behind them. I think Everton do, but they don't have the most stellar history that that Liverpool have. And he said, oh wait, I'm too good for them. And he's bullying me into sending a 100k contract a week. And 100k for a guy who, if let's look at it here, guys. This guy's 19 years of age. 100 grand a week, that's ridiculous. Like literally, you're making a well enough living, Raheem Sterling. But you decided, you know what, I'm going to try and do well. I think I'm better. You don't see players like Yannick Bolasie. You don't see players like Gylfi Sigurdsson, Yannick Bolasie, Harry Kane turning down 100 grand a week that have been to pay. You don't see, is he on 100 grand a week? I think he isn't, but the pay, you don't see him turning down 100 grand a week. And he's been stellar for Eindhoven this year. So again, it really makes me think, Raheem Sterling, he has potential, but is money going to get before him? And if you move someone like Real Madrid, the fans won't be complacent as Liverpool fans. Anyway, Raheem Sterling, again, this guy has some serious potential, I know that, but if he can focus on football, again, very, very good. And as well, City, I think, are going to sweep this guy up, in all fairness, guys. Let's move on to the next guy, which is a guy who I think will be one of the players to look out for in the Under-21s tournament. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the only players to look out for in the Under-21s tournament. Domenico Berardi is one, and I think, you know, he's Italy's one, and he has a very, very, very good playing career, guys. Domenico Berardi is Italian. He's very, very good. He's very, very tall. He's very, very pacey. And he's got really, really good stats for a silver card. As you can see, 81 shooting and 85 pace for a silver card is freaking ridiculous. And obviously this guy is an ex-striker for Italy in my opinion. And obviously big clubs around England are linked. I'm not sure who, but they are linked. But next guy is going to be the guy who's finally moved to Juventus. He's in my video tomorrow, by the way. And it's Paulo Dybala. He's moved to Juventus for 28 million. I think that's what it is, guys. And this guy has some serious potential. Every club in Europe wants this guy in their team. It's freaking ridiculous, guys. But Paulo Dybala rejected Arsenal. Man U were interested. Chelsea were interested. All clubs outside of him, like, I think PSG were linked as well. All these big clubs are linked, but he turned them all down and decided, you know what? I'm going Juventus. Now, next year, guys, this is a big one. If he, next year in FIFA 16, next FIFA, if he is a gold card, guys, he could be a cheap beast. You never know. He could be a cheap beast, Dybala. If he was a 78 or 77 overall card, he could be a cheap beast, guys. But a silver card, if he's a silver card next year, which I highly doubt, if he is a silver card, I'll be really, really sad, guys, because he'll go for absolute bum loads, guys. Serious bum loads. He'll go for like something like 200k at the start of FIFA for his normal card, and that will be ridiculous, guys. But anyway, this comes to the end of this episode of the Best Wonder Kids in FIFA right now, guys. And all I've got to say is, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Good bloody bye.